Do you hear me? Yeah. Yeah, now I hear you. Yeah. Yeah. I can. Heel good. I hear you too. Yes. 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 I'm talking to you. I am talking. I think I hear you. Yeah, I hear you. I hear you. Yeah, well, I hear you. You don't hear me. Don't hear me. Yeah. I am talking to you now. I am. Okay, okay. I don't know. I didn't do anything, so should be okay. Yeah. So I'll. Yeah, it's all. Yeah, well, we're. Yeah, yeah. So I can open the Adobe. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. You hear me very okay. Then I need to push up the volume. Even kijken. 1, 2. Even kijken, my friend. Oh, hold on. Oh, yes. A bit louder, like this. Close it. Cancel. Yeah. Now, this is what I've got so far from a couple of weeks ago. Is it quarter? Can you see this? So, this is what I did. Oh, okay, so my microphone is... okay, let me... No. Yeah, you should hear me. Team viewer. Hold on. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. I'm using the Samsung Sam Tab 2. Okay, cool. Okay, fit okay. Yeah, something in Windows. Yeah, I hear you. Yeah. So I hit the play. Oh, you do it. Hit. Yeah. 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 It's live.
Klaar.
Yeah. Media browser. The media browser. The load. Yeah. Ah. Okay. Hm. Yeah. The dog alpha. Okay. Oh, you're fixing the. Yeah, yeah. I get it. Yeah. New custom. It's automated by the. Bonito. Yeah. No. Yeah, that's yeah, I get you. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Foldering the. Yeah, I'm there. Foldering the things. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, that made a mess of my. I tried to. No, no, no. Just I did it from. I searched for different. Yeah, but you can deinstall it, or. Yeah, yeah, yeah. favorite spot to fly? Ja. Heeswijk Dinter. That's it. Yep. Yeah. Mhm. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I want that one. No, I'm here. You hear me? Yeah. Yeah, that's strange again. Yeah. Ah. Yeah. 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 Do you hear me? Yeah, yeah, I get it. Yeah.
Oi, mulher, tudo bem? Tá, eu acabei de ver as fotos da Noemi aí,
Angle.
amiga.
Yeah.
A mãe tá aí, né? Pois é, eu liguei pra tu, pra Lúcia, liguei pra todo mundo, ninguém
Aí eu.
atendia. Liguei lá pra casa, ninguém atendia. Aí eu falei com o Alex, o
Yeah.
Alex, não, mãe, tá aí. Eu liguei pra tu, pra Lúcia, liguei pra todo mundo, ninguém
Aí eu.
atendia. Liguei lá pra casa. Entendi.
Everybody's.
Ah,
I'm playing this stream on
normal.
my
Que,
telephone, and everybody's
é,
it's live.
ah,
So
maravilhoso, que
only my
ótimo.
girlfriend started to talk on the phone. Yeah.
Com certeza.
Yeah.
Eu sempre digo, alguém tem que
Yeah.
fazer o meu
They see you
papel.
and they hear you.
Alguém tem que fazer meu papel. É, com certeza. Ei,
Yeah.
não, e a
Yeah.
mamãe,
It's
olha
all live,
só,
mate.
eu vou denunciar a mamãe, olha a mamãe. É, eu disse, mamãe, quando
Yeah.
a
Hold
Chica,
on.
ela falou
Pivot
uma
point.
semana,
Yeah.
acho que 5 dias pra tu vir, ou era 2 dias, não
Yeah.
sei.
Yeah.
Aí eu disse, mamãe, quando a Chica chegar, vai pra lá. Ela é o mesmo, aquele pessoal que só
Oh,
fica
so the
só na
picture is in.
PPT,
Yeah. Yeah.
começou
Yeah.
a
Okay.
rir. Eu lá vou acompanhar aquele povo.
Yeah.
Eu
Yeah.
falei, mulher, vai. Ora, eu
Yeah.
disse,
Up.
mulher, vai
Up and down.
acompanhar
Yeah.
pelo
Yeah.
menos tu bebe toda. Tá não? Não, nunca. Nunca vi. Aí ela disse assim, eu vou lá nada acompanhar aquele povo só na bebedeira.
Oh. Yeah.
Não, mas ela disse
In the
isso
middle.
rindo, porque ela gosta, amiga. Sacanagem, ela, eu vou lá acompanhar. Aí eu falei, mamãe, pois é melhor ficar em casa e não ia mostrar pouco.
No. No. It's off left and right.
Só aí. Olha, mulher, quando foi embora da última vez, ela ligou pra eu vim embora uma semana antes, né? Aí ela ligou, eu liguei pra ela e disse,
Yeah.
amiga, eu fiquei lá na Chica, fui uma bebedeira, peguei todas.
Yeah. 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 It's on my computer.
Tá
Yeah.
todo gosta. A mulher, minha
Yes.
filha linda, medonha. Morrendo de saudade. Hã?
Yeah.
Pois deixa eu falar com ela aí, amiga. Oh, meu Deus. É perdoável. 87 tá
Yeah.
perdoável. Amiga, abandonei a máquina. O Rony tá com ódio porque eu
Yeah.
abandonei. Era da mãe dele e eu abandonei porque a linha quebra demais. Amiga, o que eu faço? Eu vou costurar a linha quebra. Aí quando enxergar, eu não consigo. Aí
Yeah.
abandonei. O Rony
Now it's
disse, por
better,
que
eh?
tu abandona? Eu? Não, até gostei.
Yeah.
Eu falei, mas abandonei. Pois é, aí ele disse que a sobrinha dele. Pois é, aí a sobrinha dele entende demais de computador, entendeu? Ficou com a máquina e sabe de tudo. Aí ela tem que ensinar. Falei, me apaixonei, mas aí a minha quebra, eu não enxergo o óculos, é muita raiva. Aí eu
Yeah.
já costurei
Yeah.
algumas coisas minhas, desde uma
Yeah.
saia
It's the middle.
de pau acabado, já costurei. É, já consertei umas blusas, uma saia que tava
Yeah. Yeah.
rasgada, não, descosturada.
Yeah.
Muito bom. Mulher, mas a minha quebra, e eu não sei. É, e a máquina é tão boa, tão rápida, entende? Mas a minha quebra, eu não entendo por quê. Aí pra me enxergar, eu vem aqui, Roland, bota essa linha aqui.
Yeah.
Pois é. Aí eu botei na internet o número da máquina, ela vai
Yeah.
explicando. Aí eu fiz
You
tudinho.
clicked it all, eh?
Assim a linha quebra. Eu costuro
Yeah.
até
Yeah.
aqui,
I
Roland,
see
a linha
that.
quebra. Aí eu vou me enxergar de novo, mulher. Afrouxar os pontos, mas
Yeah.
pronto, faço a linha. Mulher, eu botei no programa da mesma máquina, ela vai ensinando, tá regulado, isso aqui. Aí eu fiz aqui.
Yeah.
Porque eu
Yeah.
encontrei
I see
junto com
that.
a máquina
Yeah.
outras peças pra mim poder aprender. Eu costurar não sei o que, costurar assim, costurar não sei o que. Aí eu sou perfeita, mas
Mhm.
aí a máquina não ajuda. Como o Rolando disse. Mas aí a sobrinha dele, depois do carnaval, veio me ensinar. Aí eu, talvez eu. É.
That's fun. Yeah.
Amigo, bebo nunca diz que tá bebo. Acha que o rato é beba. Tá não, né, mulher?
Yeah, that's nice.
Olha aí, eu vi tua foto de
Yeah?
óculos na internet, de óculos, tu e a
Yeah.
Lucy Gastiga de óculos. Ah, mas é isso aí mesmo, meu filho. Carnaval aqui também é
Yeah.
só de casa, só a gente bebendo, cansado.
Base in. Yeah?
Tá certo, gente, todo dia você vai pra praia, é verdade.
Base
É
in.
isso aí.
Yeah? Yeah.
Oi, eu liguei pra Alexandra. Alexandra,
Yeah?
hoje eu liguei pra ela e ela disse
Nah,
assim que ela
that's
comprou um
cool.
fraquinho e ela tá com medo da mãe dela. Porque
Yeah.
eu liguei lá pra casa, ninguém atendeu. Eu liguei pra ela, ninguém atendeu. Eu falei, pra mim é sempre a mãe. Não foi parar. Aí a Alexandra disse que tava aqui.
Oh, hold on, Nay, because people aren't hearing you.
Não, eu sabia, mas tu disse que não queria se juntar
Oh,
esse
hold
povo,
on,
né?
Nay, because people aren't hearing you. Should hear here
Esse povo que bebe
in
demais.
into.
Pois é,
They
mentira.
don't hear you. Hold on, let's check the.
Esse povo que bebe demais.
It's crazy, yeah? Oh, put this one down.
Não, mulher, Rio não.
Extra options, audio, loudspeakers. Yeah, that's good. I can hear you, but you're not.
Cerveja totada. Ele não foi embora aquele dia, não.
I can hear you, but you're not.
Foi embora aquele dia, não. Farto.
Yeah, I'm in OBS.
Oh, amiga, tu bebe de noite antes de dormir, bebe tudinha. Aí quando chega
Yeah.
de manhã, uma Deus comprar mais.
Okay. Yeah. 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 Yeah.
O bebo
To
não, mãe.
from you.
Imagina.
Ted.
Ei, amiga, hoje faz 2 anos que eu tô de volta com meu amor.
Ted.
Eu cheguei aqui no dia, hoje, no dia 28 de fevereiro. Cheguei aqui no dia 1º de março. Aí iniciei no dia 1º de março. Aí hoje faz 3 anos que a gente tá junto, praticamente, né?
Yeah. Audio input.
2 anos. Hã?
Click.
Não, marcar data de casamento, que a Lucy disse que
No, that's my mics.
a Lucy
Yeah, but that's my mic.
dizer, se ele não casar
No.
durante esses tempos todo, vai mostrar peixeiro pro pessoal. Eu tenho muita irmã no Ceará. O negócio é casamento. Pois é. Não, mulher, olha, quando foi dezembro, eu vou pra
Hold on.
igreja,
Hold on.
lá na igreja normal, aí na festa na praia.
Even kijken hoor.
Na praia,
Add.
festa simples,
Yes.
o padre
Add.
escolher, a gente leva pra praia, aí bota as flores, já tô calculando aqui o valor, as coisas. É, filha, pro meu casamento.
Output. Nee.
É, eu vou falar,
Ok.
é o Moacir? É o Moacir, mano?
Yeah, talk please.
É o Moacir, o padre? É o Moacir.
Yeah, talk please. No, you're not in there. No, yeah, I can hear you, but it's not in the OBS.
Quando chegar perto, quando a gente comprar passagem,
Not in OBS. No.
coisar as flores, as cadeiras, viu? Vai ser em dezembro, se Deus quiser, o casamento. Aí, na igreja que tu se casou, depois a festa
This one.
na praia.
The other one.
Casou. É, não quero ser, eu não tenho um negócio de casamento, eu quero casar no abril, importante mesmo é a festa, eu casar no abril. Tá certo?
Okay.
Hã?
Yeah. Thanks, EBR. Crazy. I'm talking like a madman. Yeah, now let's get back to. Oh, sorry. Now he's gone again. Now he's gone again. No, can't hear you. Now he's gone again. No, can't hear you. Now he's gone again. No. We don't hear you. No. 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 Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah.
Test, can you hear me now? Let me see now, hold on. Test, can you hear me now? Yeah, this is it. Let me see now, hold on. Too loud now. So, Test, can you hear me now? Yeah, this is it. So that was this guy over here. This is it. So that was this guy over here. All right, let me load down so it doesn't blow up people's ears. So right click, filters, limiter. Let's go, apply. Did I apply the filter? Let's go, apply. Did I apply the filter? Yeah, I did. All right, good. Now we're back. Do you want me to start all over? Do you want me to start all over? Let me put a headphone on my phone because it's the only way that I can hear you. 1 second. Don't change it, Roland. It's working. I hear you. Okay. So you gotta go over here. Hold on. You go over here and put the volume yours.
Aha.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah, okay, I didn't see that.
Now talk,
okay,
people hear now.
Yeah, now they hear.
Now you should hear.
Yeah. Aha. See what I'm saying? Yeah, yeah. Where the up?
The volume was down. Roland's voice was down.
Yeah. No. Let's go.
Now you can hear both.
Yeah. Now
right?
It's good.
Great. Give me 1 second because I want to put my headphone on my phone so I don't create feedback. 1 second.
No camera, no. Yes. sometimes EBR, it's hard to fix all the things. Damn YouTube. Oh, not YouTube, then Windows.
Let me see if this works. Because I had to raise down. There you go. I hear rolling.
Yeah, and I hear you.
All right, guys. Do you want me to start all over with this so you can learn it?
I think, yeah, you can do that again.
All right, let me do this. Let's go start from the beginning. So that's how a professional do. You go to project.
Yeah, that's hang in there.
First, when you create things in Premiere or any other video editor, you organize all your files, okay?
Yeah.
You organize in folders, no matter what video editor, video effects editor.
Yeah, you need to
always organize your files.
Yeah,
In case of Premiere, you have the file that you're gonna export. This is your project file, right?
Okay.
And you can go to the settings in Premiere. If you go over here, preface, you have the general, but you go to Premiere, make sure all the things is running fine, everything is good. You know, this is what you trim. You try to understand this about your video editor, you know. And another thing is shortcuts. Learn them, how to use them when you're doing a lot of those things. And if you go to the project, I believe project settings, if you go over here, general, right? I call that genital. So this is what you have. See, safe area, right? The safe area is those lines over here that you see on the screen. This is for more television, what we do, okay?
Okay.
And then this time code, right? You can select for animation, 35mm when you shoot in video, and regular TV time code, okay? This is what you tell, if you have another hard drive on your computer, you always select a different hard drive that you're working on, okay? That will make things even faster. That's how you do it. Okay. And this is all the information, okay? And then when you go to the settings, general, I'm trying to see here on my screen because it's so dark. So I may change the video, the settings, so I can see it here. So I can go to, because I barely can see the interface here, okay?
Yeah.
So when I go over here, I go probably to display appearance. See that? You can change this.
Okay, I didn't know that.
You know, brighter, you know, sample, lighter. So I put brighter so I can see it.
Yeah.
You know, there's the darker, there's the default, or the lighter. Okay? Yeah. So I go all the way to the lighter because I want to see it. I can't see anything.
Yeah.
Okay?
Logical.
You can change that later. Okay, Roland?
Normal.
So let's go animate this. When you animate things, right? Let me open, if I open Photoshop, you should do this, Roland. You go to over here, right?
Oh,
Photoshop, right click on it. Taskbar is this, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm trying to understand your language. Here is Photoshop. So I'm gonna open Photoshop, right? Let me see if it shows up Photoshop. There it is. Ignore. Don't select. Ignore profile. So I'm gonna do an example. If you have a circle, right? So when you have that, this, you want to turn this off, this annoying loading thing, okay? Yeah. You go to File, and go to Preference.
General.
So when you go over here, disable that crop, okay? Press OK. And close again. and open Photoshop again.
Boom.
See that? It loads faster.
Yeah.
You don't load all the BS thing. So what do? You can do several things. I know that file I created for you is 1920 by 1920. You can open, right?
Correct.
Let's go open that file. Go find that file, Roland. Okay, here it is.
Yeah.
There's the file, the alpha. Open, right? Here's the file. You can see the image size about that. So image, image size. Today is the size, right? We need to create a center point over here to animate, right? So you don't need to see and press V to change the to the pointer. So we need to create a location over here. So you do this. You click on it, right?
Yeah.
And then you say, I want to create a line. So you go over here, line. Let's go change this to another color, like red, for instance. And then you want to put a background here, so you want to see it, the pivot point. So I'm preparing this file to be animated, okay?
Okay.
So I'm going to fill the background with white, edit, fill. You have shortcuts too. Look, if you press Shift F5, it will do that. And say, what do you do? Foreground. This is the foreground, right? So now it's all white. For us to be able to see it, right?
Yeah.
So I select this layer, right? You can name it, whatever it is. You can name it like guide, right? So I select again, right? I want to use this tool over here. See how many pixel size on that, right? So I'll say, let's go make this a little bit, because I want to see it. So you go over here on the corner and drag to the other corner, okay?
Yeah.
And then you go on the corner and drag to the other corner.
Okay.
See that? The pivot point where it's supposed to be the circle, right?
Center point.
And then now I can go over here and move this guy where it's supposed to be, right? But it's kind of hard to see because the dog is right on the center. There's a way of cheating that, okay? Let's go create another circle, right? And then we're gonna create a circle for that. So this over here says circle, eclipsing, right? Shape, fill. On the fill, I don't want nothing because I want only the circle. So I want the circle to be a different color so I can see it, right? Green. So when I resize this, if I hold Shift key on my keyboard, I can hold it. And if I hold Control plus the space bar, I can move around to make the same size, around the same size. See that? What I'm doing?
Yeah.
And I let it go. When I let it go, I have this shape now. So I click this, right? So I go back to here, right? Let me close these properties. I don't want these properties in there. So I want this circle to be in the center because it's gonna be my guide, okay? So when I do that, I can select this guy here, right? And see these little tools over here? You can click on, look. It doesn't do anything because you gotta select the background. This is the background, right? So you select the background and then Control and click what you wanna centralize. So when I do this, see that? It went to the center. And then there's a thing over here too, because I can barely see because the other thing's right in the center of it. But I see this guy over here and I click it. See, now it is on the center, okay?
Yeah.
Now I have these two guys here, all this on the center, if you look at it. And if I fade this a little bit, right, the logo, I can see better. See that?
Yeah.
Where the guides are, right?
Yeah.
Now what I can do, I can actually move this ball to, and I use the keyboard to move it. See? I need to make that, see? I need to make this around here. See that?
Yeah. Yeah, but then the
Remember, the
ears are
dog is
gone.
too big now, so I can
Okay.
actually hold it and shift.
Ah, there you go. Yeah, yeah.
Okay, this is the new Photoshop. They change things around. You also have to hold it and resize it because you want the ears, right?
Yeah.
So I want to make this on the center, right? But I want this to be perfect on the center, so I can select the circle. Let me see, the circle is this one, the
Yeah.
eclipsing, right? So if I press shift, let me see, Z, I think alt shift. There you go. See that?
All commandos
So
are
something
done
like that. So I'm just making
also
sure that I want the pivot point in the center, right? To be a perfect
center
thing,
image.
right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Now I can move the dog around. See that? I can put over here, here, right there. Now I have the pivot point. This is the point that I wanted. If it makes sense, okay?
That makes
By
sense.
cutting that, the dog is still. So I can actually resize a little bit. Oh, not that. Shift.
Yeah.
No, not that, because Photoshop keeps changing settings. Okay, just the Alt key. When you hold the Alt key, right? See, now I have to move again to be in the center.
Of the yeah.
So the center is around something like this, okay? That is the center,
Yeah.
okay? That is the center of the file, okay? The center of the file. So if I turn this off, now the dog, if I put it back, the alpha back to the dog, is what the dog is, right in the center, okay?
Yeah.
So I don't need this anymore. I don't need this anymore, okay? And the center is right here, because if I create something here, right? If I create something like this in here, right? Let me put some red dot in there, okay? See that? If I create that, let me see if this is right in the center. You can actually select this and then select the eclipsing, right? And I say center. See, it changes because Photoshop is kind of stupid. So you have to select one over here and create a background to be, how to say, centralized based on the background. So you select the background, not the dog, the eclipsing, to see if the dog is right in the center. And then when you do that, look what happened. Right in the center, right?
Yeah.
And I go to the center,
Yeah.
see?
Middle point.
So the dog is basically the circle over here. It's basically almost in the center.
Yeah.
Okay? So that's good to go. So you gotta exit, delete this because it's background. You want this alpha, it's transparent, right?
Yeah.
So what you do now, you can go File, Export, Save As, right? And then when you are here, make sure that you have this here selected. Otherwise, you're gonna get a white background. So you see transparency.
See on. Yeah.
Make sure you are on PNG.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? Now those are for vector based. This is old web. You never use this. This is garbage. You use only these two if you want to create a background and want to upload it to YouTube. If YouTube is saying, oh, the file is too big, and you use this, by one with alpha. So you're good to go here. So what I go now, export, right? And then you can say this alpha center. Okay, so you save, and you're done with Photoshop. Okay.
Okay.
So you have, so you don't need that anymore. So when you bring in here, remember graphics.
Yeah.
If you press Control I, you open the import, or you can go like File, Import. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
See, Control I, and then you go to that folder.
Yeah.
So you put in the desktop, right, Roland?
I think.
Go
it's-
find that folder where the dog is, where I save it.
I think it's just. Even kijken, InteractiveDNA.
Interactive. Okay, I got it now.
Yeah.
So you go to bugs, right?
Yeah.
Where did you put it?
In bugs.
Okay, okay. So you remember the one that we created? It called centered.
Centered.
See that? See that is a little bit different. So
Yeah.
when I import it, right? So it goes inside here. Select the folder. So you want to see what's inside in here, you know? So what you do is select this guy over here. See the little icon? So you can see it. So if I go inside, double click,
Yeah.
and then this is the one, I think. Center it. See that?
Yeah.
When I put up this guy over here to do the animation, right? If I select it, right? And when I do the rotation, see that?
Yeah, it's rotating great.
It's perfect. I don't have to mess around with the pivot.
Yeah.
Makes sense, Roland?
Yeah, it makes perfectly sense, but it's
It makes sense right now, right?
but very professional, nee. Looks very professional, yeah, because it's in centered. Only the it's not out of.
All right. So it makes sense if you want the pivot point. But let's say that I don't have Photoshop. I only have the graphics with no center. So you remove that and get the one that I created, right? You put over here, right? And if I do the rotation, if I click on it and go to control, I resize it, right?
Yeah.
And if I do the rotation, look, it doesn't rotate on the center.
No.
But it allowed you to change the pivot point. See the anchor point? When I click, it shows up this little dingling, right? So what you have to do, you have to move.
The dingling.
Hold on. You have to move the dingling around to the center.
Yeah.
See that?
Yeah.
And then you go like this.
But
see? So you gotta make sure that this is exactly location. See what I'm saying?
Yeah, but yours was much more.
So when you do the
centered.
rotation,
Yeah.
see that?
Yeah, that's nice.
But it's not perfect as the one that we did from Photoshop.
Yeah,
So we're not gonna use this one. We're gonna use the one that we did from Photoshop.
Yeah, of course.
There's this one over here. Okay.
Yeah.
So this one with we use for the Photoshop is centralized, perfect. This is why you use Photoshop for that. So you scale down, right?
Yeah, scale down.
Remember, animation, it works backwards. You think where you're gonna land and go backwards on time. So you say, I want this to be, the size I want this to be will be something like that. And then you're gonna make sure that this is right, proper location, something like this, okay?
Yeah.
And it's on the center, that's perfect. So now what you do, you wanna go backwards. If you go to the beginning of the timeline with 0, 0, 0, you say, I want this to land, to get to this point at 2 seconds long. So you go over here,
Set 2 seconds.
type 2,
0,
0, 0, 0, 0, and enter. See, it jumps on the time, okay?
Yeah, on the 2 seconds.
So we need to add a keyframe for that. You create one keyframe here,
Yeah,
right?
you click the
And then
number.
you create a rotation,
Yeah,
okay?
but you make it blue
So
to make
you go back on
a key
time.
point, right?
To 0, right? And then you move the dog a little bit out because you want to see how much rotation you want to do, okay? So basically, it's like rolling, right? Like your name, Roland. So then I can bring all the way off, right? So I don't see anymore, right? And you select these 2 keyframes over here on the effects control. You right click, interpolation, and you say easy in, okay? But we're gonna do something special with this. Instead of using easy in, let me see if continue, auto bezier, okay? Is what we wanna, for this one, see this is different.
Yeah, but what's that?
So I go over here, see that, I passed that a little bit, and then this one, I wanna create another keyframe. And to do that, you select this one over here. See that?
Yeah.
And that.
Yeah.
But I don't want auto bezier. I just want an easy in on this one. Okay?
Okay. Yeah, yeah.
And then I go back to this one over here,
Yeah.
right? And then I see, because remember, gravity, you're trying to fake things.
A roll,
So the
yeah.
dog goes a little bit down, right? And then returns to normal. So when you play back, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
You know? So, but that is not even good yet. So I can go move this thing out, right?
For a bit longer.
I go over here and move just a little thing out of back, a little bit back. Okay? So when you play back, it bounces, go back a little bit,
nice.
and then go up to normal. Okay?
Yeah.
Remember,
very
it
nice.
disappear because you don't have enough time in here, right? So you make this longer. Okay? So when you go back to the beginning, see? But it is sliding. Remember? Look, if you see that when you go frame by frame,
Yeah.
it is the thing is sliding. No. See that? So that you don't want that to slide. See that?
You wanted to move with it.
Yeah, but that's okay. So you can leave this slide alone like this. Look at this. How it plays back on there, Roland, because I don't see in real time here.
Yeah, but it's looking great.
It's good.
Yeah. A bit long.
So you have this in here, right?
Yeah.
So you gotta say, oh, I'm happy with this animation, right?
Yeah.
And goes back,
It
right?
bounces back, yeah.
And then from here to here, see the time over here, 3:24.
Yeah.
You only want 1 second to show the logo. As soon as you'll be able to read it. So look, it's like this. It comes in, right? And then when it stops, I can read it. FPV live, rolling, blah, blah, blah,
And
blah,
back.
blah, blah, done. So it's basically about 6 seconds is when I see that. So when it stops from here, you don't want this to be too long, right? So right there, you click again, right? And you say, I want to scale it, okay?
Yeah. So there's another.
And I want to create another keyframe for
Yeah.
rotation to be cool,
Yeah.
okay? And you want this to be out now, okay? So you right click, out,
Out.
okay?
Yeah. Yeah.
So you go a little bit, few frames a little bit ahead,
Yeah.
right?
For it to
Make
go
sure
out.
I want the position too over here. I forgot to do the position. So you select this one to add a keyframe, okay? So I want all this to be easy out. Interpolation, easy out, okay? So I go a few frames ahead, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Something like that. And then I do the resize scaling, right? So I rescale this.
Oh yeah.
Something around this is good. Something like that. We can change that later.
Yeah.
See, I create a keyframe in there. So I can move this.
Whoppa. And you stay inside of the.
Something like that. See, the dog is still big. So we scale a little bit. And you can put a number 12 is good. So you go over here. Make sure you are around this line, the safe line. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's trying to be equal, even there. So now I can do the rotation. See that? I can do a rotation in here, and it'll be 180. Let's see type. Let's go do something like 180. 360. There you go, 360. So I want all this to be easy in.
In.
Okay?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh. That's why you lock it. See what I'm saying? So when you play back, look. The dog comes in.
Whompa. And now it goes rolling out. out in.
And then you zoom out.
Yeah. That's pretty.
What do you think, Roland?
Yeah, it's pretty, but it's pretty intensive work if you don't know how to do that. So is it possible, like say, to save that thingy you just did, you know?
No, it's just I'm just showing a little.
Yeah, but you know, now you made
Yeah.
now you made a rolling in
Yeah,
and
you
a
can
roll out
save.
in. Yeah, you can save that and put it on another
Yeah, you can
video
save
also.
this.
Like the rolling edit you did just now, eh? So you can use
Yeah, you
that
can
in
save this
in
as a
different
template.
yeah.
So I'm saying.
Okay, okay.
So let me show you this. Yeah, so you can change it. So the only thing you got to do this, right? Is when you do this here,
make it longer.
you lock it. You lock it. Make sure they're all the way to the end. Okay? Yeah. The video. And then when you want to fade out, right? And here say you need to the end of the video, right?
Yeah.
Right? 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 You say thank you, blah blah here, right?
Yeah. Correct.
Do you see where it says thank you?
No, I only say don't forget to like the video.
All right.
There's no thank you.
So what you could do, so you can fade out. Yeah. So you play this. Remember, I gave you all the files for this, right?
Yeah. They're in the OBS folder.
Separated. So what you can do, yeah. So what you can do is this. So you can create a template. You can actually, I can create a template for you right now.
Yeah.
So I can create a template for you, okay?
That would be great.
So you can save this.
Did you look at the video?
Save. I don't like to save the template they have, okay? So you can save as.
Yeah. My
template, okay? 01.
Okay, it's in DG Spark.
01. Okay. So I saved that, right? So you have this already. And then you say, don't forget to like, right?
Yeah.
So let's go change this here. So unlock this.
Zoom in.
See that? Don't forget to like. You don't need that anymore. You don't need that anymore. Okay?
Yeah.
So you don't need this anymore. You don't need that anymore. So
we don't need
so
to
you
go a third.
So I'm gonna Control I. We need to bring the background. Where?
Yeah.
Where's the background? Backgrounds.
Bugs.
Where's the backgrounds? Camera.
Bugs.
Covers.
Oh,
here it is.
Yeah.
Here is one. That is one. Okay.
Yeah.
So you put this guy over here.
Okay.
Okay.
That's the background.
Okay.
Make it.
I don't want to put this guy over here. I want to put this. Yeah. So remember, you're creating layers and over here. So you have a layer.
an extra layer, a background layer in the video.
See that?
Yeah.
So you can create something. Yeah. So you do like a dissolve VFX, right? Video transition.
Yeah.
Video transition, dissolve. Put in there. So when you play back, right? Good, right?
Nice transition.
So something like that, right? I remember. Okay. Save this. So, okay. So I go to the beginning of it. See this guy that we needed, right? Is on this on V1, right? We need to put this on V2.
Okay, so we copy it. I think we copy it and then put it on the
cut.
Oh, cut.
I cut it, right? I go to V3. I think select V3, V. Oh, that didn't do it. Let me move it. I just put it on top, okay? Oh, this is the wrong thing. Hold on, let me reset. Let me lock this. So I'll go over here. Yeah, okay, here it is. See, you need to be in there, okay? See that? It shows up, right?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna create 2 animations of this, okay? So when you go over here, see the time?
Yeah.
See where it ends it?
Yeah.
See where it ends in there?
Yeah. I see that, yes.
Okay. So I'm gonna cut this. Okay.
I see that, yes.
So I can use the cut. You press C.
Cut.
If I select it, if I press this C, see this the cut?
Eraser tool.
See that?
Yeah.
I can cut it. See that? For V, V. So I can actually go over here, right? So when I look at this, if I move at the beginning, I should see some animation there, see? But I only need these keyframes over here.
Yeah.
Okay?
Oh, but you're deleting some.
And where is the thing? Oh, the dog is right there. So I need the position
to the left.
Hold on. This is it. So I'm going to remove this. I'm going to remove this. I don't remove this. Okay? So this way you can move things around so you don't touch the other one, okay? So that is, see, it plays.
I told myself that maybe he ain't worth it.
See that?
Yeah.
So 2 different files, okay? So you can manipulate this independent from that.
Yeah.
Okay?
I understand that.
That is one. Okay? So this one over here,
is the Animate.
I need it. This guy over here.
The left one. Yeah.
Okay? So I can copy, go to the end, around here. In V. See that?
Yeah.
So I can go over here, right? And select this. Now I'm going to reuse certain things in here, okay? So I can do the reverse of this animation.
Okay.
So I can move this around.
Yeah,
so I want to reverse this animation over here, okay? So I'm going to make this bigger, right? Because I already created the keyframes. I don't need to recreate it, okay?
Yeah, I get that.
So this is the beginning. right? It's out, right? So you don't want that. You can delete that, okay? But I do need this one over here. I don't need that either. I don't need that. I don't need that. I just need that one over there, okay? So I select these keyframes. So actually, I can actually remove this here. Okay, so it goes like this, right? So what you need now, you go to this effects, you go to your templates. Now we need to bring in the graphics. We need to bring that information. So if you go back here and where it says titles, backup titles, covers, let me see. You should have this separate though.
I think
where are they?
Interactive, yeah, and then bugs.
Where did you put bugs? Okay, this is one. If I go in there, here it is. So I can put this. I could add this, overlap, replace, insert it. So I need to put this under. This is gonna be on top. This is gonna be over here. See that?
Yeah, that's my
So
background.
this is your thing. So I can resize it. Putting this somewhere in there.
Putting the text in the right
Okay.
place. Yeah.
It makes sense to you. Does it make sense to you?
Yeah, well, I think it's a lot of work for.
So what we need is something like this. When you fade in, your name, see your name in there?
Yeah.
So what we can synchronize things in here, right there, okay? Where you see the cross, so I can zoom in there. Put those things together. All right? So we want this to be over here. So first, for 1 second only. This is the dog, right? So you want this scale, you know, maybe rotation, okay?
Yeah.
And then position with scale rotation. So we go 1 second, about 1 second, okay? And then you scale it, okay? Because it's your name, right?
Yeah.
So you go over here. And you scale it. Remember space. See that? The space. So what we can do, we can select both of them. It doesn't do it. It's kind of stupid because Photoshop, Adobe like screwed up in the head. So I gotta do this here. And then I go to the logo and then I move it. See, I'm trying to get the same space. See the space of the dog, the nose?
Yeah.
To this line over here. So I gotta select the dog again, move it somewhere on there, select the logo, move it. Now we have equal space. See that?
Yeah.
So that we know that on the dog, we know that the keyframe on the dog, right?
Yeah, it's in the middle. We got
So
that.
the keyframe over here, if I zoom in, right? So we want in, is it in? Right click, interpolation, is it in? Okay? So when you play back, look. But it's too fast, right?
Oh, man.
It's few seconds only. So we need at least somewhere around here. So you can actually see what the timeline here. So you actually can move it over there. So when I play back, so if it's too fast still, because I can't tell how long his frames is. Okay, let's go make something around this, right there. So the timeline is around here. Let me see if it's this, because you want to create a smooth transition. Right there, okay?
Yeah.
So
Smooth.
we know that this ends good, right? Right there, right?
Yeah.
See where it ends it? Right here. And then you select this guy over here, where it says rolling, right? And then remember, animation start always from backwards. So position, right?
Yeah.
I want this to be easy in, just like the other one, temporalization, easy in. I go to the beginning of the animation, right, from that one. And then with this one over here, I'm selecting it. See that?
Yeah.
I can go to the time and gonna go like this, out.
Oh, to move it out. Yeah.
Okay? So when you play back, makes sense, Roland?
No, it's a lot of knowledge. But it's a cool thing to see, you know, because yeah.
Nah, I'm trying to make sense. But let's go spice this up. Let's go spice this up.
Yeah. Put your own logo in there also, mate.
So you go over here. The dog needs to be rotation. Yeah. So you make a 360. 0 to 6 to 0 back to 0.
Hoppa.
See that?
Yeah. Yeah.
Make sense?
Yeah, a little bit.
Cool. So that's what you do now, right? You have some music in there, but you save it. Always save your project.
Yeah.
Now you have to say thank you. Thank you, right?
Yeah.
Okay, now I'm gonna show you something else right? So you don't want to use the things that I created. So I can show you how to use the title maker over here, okay?
Don't delete it, eh?
No, I'm not deleting it.
Oh, good so.
I'm just gonna show you over here, effects bin. This is my templates, okay? This graphics.
Yeah.
Remember, we have to put text like thank you, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah. Yeah. The end.
Come on. If I press end. So this needs to be longer. This needs to be longer. So we know that when you fade in, right? You fade in,
Yeah.
right? Right there, right here. Now you go over here because you don't want, there's nothing interesting on the background. See?
No,
There's nothing interesting in the background, right?
No, only the blue and.
So right there. So you select this guy here, unlock it.
Yeah.
You select it, and you press Shift, and I go all the way here.
Oh, you make it longer.
So when you
yeah.
play back, see that? Yeah, if you hold Shift,
Yeah.
you can click it and hold Shift, and you can drag this off.
Yeah.
See that? It's more interesting this way. See that? Instead of seeing the background.
Yeah, it's more nice. Yeah.
And always. So right there. Okay. So you say that. So this is what you have, right? So you now Control S to save.
Yeah.
Don't rely on the autosave. Autosave, I'm turning off that because that is a horrible thing to have. So you go to the autosave, right? Turn this crap down, okay? Always remember to press Control S. See?
Yeah.
Control S.
Yeah.
Always save work. Don't rely on autosave. That's the stupid thing you can have put in the computer. So when you have that, and then let's go add titles to this thing. So you go where you want to land it. See where I landed? See that?
Yeah.
Right there. Now we go to File, New, and you go. So you can bring color bar, all this kind of thing, but you want a title, okay? So you want to see new sequence, new project. The title is, I think this is important to keep changing. New, supposed to be in here. Project, team, sequence. 1 second. Title, template, collimate. What the freaking thing they changed this to? Photoshop. Okay, here it is. Legacy title maker. Okay.
Yeah.
You select this. Okay. And let's go say, thank you. Thank you.
Caps is on.
Thank you. Watching. Okay. You don't need to put that. See the resolution, everything.
Yeah.
And then go boom. And that's what you see here. Okay.
Never saw that one.
And right here, you should see what is this is here, right?
Okay.
So you can open this window, make it bigger if you want to. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So let me see if I can make this bigger so people can see it.
Yeah. It's getting there.
Come on.
Boom.
Right there. You can make this window bigger, okay? So when you have this here, and you see or say where's the I'm typing. See, this is why it's important the guides. So you click on the outside here, where I'm click on the title save, and I'm gonna drag all the way here. But sometimes it doesn't do it. Didn't let me. Oh, it did. See that?
Yeah.
So you gotta make sure that this is centerized. So I can do undo. I'm gonna do that again. Okay. I select this. Click all the way to over here. And let it go. You're gonna create a box.
In the white. Yeah.
See that? Now I can type. Thank you for watching.
It ain't typing.
See if I can see it. I can barely see on the computer over here. Let me see here.
Typing.
I can see. I don't know if I type anything.
No, you don't.
Hold on.
You don't.
Are you
type
there?
anything. Yeah, I'm here, but you don't type anything.
Okay, I select the. I can barely see what's going on here. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. You hear me? Yeah, I'm here. Yeah.
It seems like it's frozen. Hold on. Yeah, it seems like I'm trying via here.
Yeah, that's probably.
It seems like the computer froze. This is why it's important to close. Yeah, it's can you?
Yeah, hold on.
Yeah, it's frozen here.
Yeah.
That's why when you use a video, there you go. Hold on. Close that door. Close the title window.
Yeah, I'm trying to.
It's still frozen.
Yeah, it's frozen.
That's why I always tell when you use a video editor, close Photoshop. You open Photoshop
Yeah,
though. Close Photoshop and have that open.
Hold on. Close it. Click.
Close Premiere and open again. See, I typed something there. It's just, you know, you're doing too much to the computer.
Hold on, I'm closing it.
Yeah, just, okay. Now open that again. You should put Premiere on the toolbar.
Oh, it is already.
This is why I told you to not to use autosave. You always save when you make a change.
Yeah.
If you use autosave, you're gonna get screwed.
Now I don't know which one to grab.
Open this. Okay, like we're back here. So I'm saying, so we're gonna go to the templates. So let's go back to the what we started. Okay, so we're gonna go to Neo project legacy title, and we'll say thank you. Come on. Thank you for watching. Okay?
Yeah.
So you'll be able to see the background in here. I'm not going to resize this window anymore. There you go. So what you do over here, you click in here and make a box in there. And this is blinking, so I can say thank you for watching. And it's going to show up. Let me see. Gotta wait a little bit for the computer to show. Gotta wait because you're doing so many crazy things in the computer at the same time. Come on. Gotta wait. Don't do anything, otherwise you'll crash. The computer is thinking right now.
Yeah, it's working.
I'm only gonna touch it when I see thank you for watching here. Wait a little bit. See, doesn't change anything yet when I move my mouth. It's when I see changing my mouth from this to the V. Come on, right there. See, it's showing up now. Yeah. So I click on it, right?
Yeah.
See that? So let's go over here.
Watching. Yeah.
So I can change the look of it. See that? Now you want to centerize. See that? You center the text. Okay? Let's go move to something better. Okay? There's blue. This 3D. See that?
Yeah.
And you can control this, the look. Okay? And the font type, area, whatever it is. And then, see this here? You can center, you can do a lot of cool things with titles, okay? So let's go make this smaller. Okay?
Yeah.
And then you can change this. See this? I want to make the same color of the dog. Okay?
Yeah.
So you select it and you go red.
Okay, yeah.
Okay?
See that? Copy the color.
And this, I want the same color of the green.
So you just copy
it's part of your logo.
Yeah.
Okay? See that?
Yeah.
And then see over here that's done. So this is one title, all right? So I can move around to the center.
But it's thanks, right? You need to put in an S after the thank.
So thanks. Make sure you center. So right now what I can do, I just close it. See? When I close it, saves it.
Hold on.
Say close it.
You say thank. It's thanks with an S. You need to put S.
No, don't save anything. He saves automatically. Let me see here. See that over here?
S. It's a spell fault.
I should close that window. Close it. See that? Now I can put over here on top of it. Okay? See that?
Yeah, but it thanks.
So you know? You can do something like this. Over here, move it. Right?
Nee, you made a spell fault.
And then
you made a spell
my
fault.
phone is falling apart here. Hold on.
Yeah, of course.
1 second.
No, there's a fault in the text.
All right. So you have that, right?
Nee.
So that's one type, right? Let's go before we animate.
Listen.
Right? Let's create the other ones.
Do you hear me? Nee? Do you hear me?
I resize this here.
Oh, you don't hear me, eh?
Okay, so be like, so you see, I don't know how long, how many seconds, so you can go something like this. And you go 1, 2, 3, cut. Okay? So this is like about this is about 1 second, okay? So, and then we have the background, and you can move all this up. Okay? Or another thing you could do, so to be independent from this, okay? So you can do something like this. You delete this, okay? So you want to be independent. So I'm going to drag all this and move up, okay? So it's going to be dependent. So I can put this in here. Okay, so it'll be something like this. The logo comes, stop right there. Okay, so this is the video that I don't want it. Okay, so doesn't matter. So you can select the background over here. See where it says alpha? You go over here, position and transparency. I'm selecting background now. Okay.
Yeah.
See where it's alpha? All right, 100%. I can remove it, edit, alpha. Make sure it's smooth in, is it in? Go to the beginning, right? And then I go for 0 in here, type 0. Okay, so when you play back,
you made a spell fault, eh? You know that?
So that is safe. I save it. So now we have to do something like this. It goes all the way when it ends it. Right here. When it ends it, now we're gonna get this here, right? And then you want to start from this, right? Oh, not there. Come on. Right here. Okay. There's one title. Thank you for watching, right? And then what you could do now, you animate this. So you can go something like this. Right here, see the position here, you select position and scale, okay? See, I went forward, that's what I wanna go. So you go backwards, right? And then scale, right? So I can go something like this.
Yeah.
And move up.
Nee, do you hear me?
And then look what happened. You go over here,
hold on,
make sure that you have easy in. Come on, select it. Make sure it's right interpolation, easy in. So when you play back, okay, so we need to move this a little bit closer, right? So we need this here. We'll give more time in the beginning. If it doesn't look right, you can do things with it. See that? So you can actually synchronize this together. Okay? So you go stop right there. Okay? So the title have to be second. So the title needs to be at least here. See that? When it lands it. Okay? So you go to the beginning of it. I do not like this part, right? I can resize it. Position and put over here back to 100%. Bring back this to 0. Let me see over here. Yes. Let's see what the title it went to. So see, when you get crazy like this, because Premiere is a stupid program sometimes, you just delete the keyframe. See, that's back to the center, right? So what you do, I want to make sure that I have a smooth thing. So you can do something like this, look, like that, or you can actually do something even better. You can scale it to 0. So that, look, right there, not too much. That is your in, right? And you can move close to the sky, see the sky in there? And then you create the alpha, right? Alpha in, and make sure it's 0, right? You don't see it. And when you go up here, a little bit around here, you make to 100%. Make sure that these are in. So you have something like this. See that?
Yeah.
Thank you for watching, right? So when you have that, right? So this guy over here, you right click and you copy, duplicate. See that? Don't copy, you duplicate, okay? And then what you can do now, you can rename, and you say, don't, something like that. You can name it to anything you want. So you put this in here, okay? And you go still say thank you, right? But if you right click and you edit, or you can right click and you double click on it. See that? Now I can change it. I go over here and I can go select all. Don't, come on.
Thank you.
Don't.
Uh-oh.
No. Spell wrong? I don't know. So you save. When you close it saves it, right? So you go like this. Okay? You don't, and then you can do transition, but you don't need transition. It looks good like that when you change it. See what I'm saying? So it stays in the same location, everything.
Yeah.
Right?
Only
and then you do this. That's your ending. Like, don't forget to subscribe. Boom, right there. And then you fade. You create a keyframe, and you go a little bit here, and then you put 0. Okay? As you fade. So it'll be something like this. Right there, right? So this dog needs to go back to the normal position. So see rolling, right?
Yeah.
So what we're gonna do is, when it's doing the fade, right? Right there, right? So you can go right there, and then we want to go this too. So we can go, you want scale, position, okay? And then you go over here, and I go to scale, position, rotate to the center, something like that. Okay, make sure it's easy in, and this rolling needs to fade out. See, title. Then you opposite, and then you go over here. Something right there. You want this to be 0. Okay. So when you play back, okay.
That's crazy, yeah.
Okay.
Nice, yeah.
And then when you are in here, right? So you need to go to the background, take a fade, go over here, fade to black, okay? And then you get the logo, right? And then you go fade, and something around here, and you go 0. Okay, that's your video, the ending. So your ending will be like this. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe.
And
there.
Logo and fade.
And then phase out.
Nice.
Okay, this is a template. We're going to save it, right?
Yeah.
Because as a template, we don't need this anymore over here, this video. See the video over there?
Yeah, that's my
So you're going to
video,
lock in this. That's where you're going to bring your video, okay? So you shouldn't see in the music. If you have any music, remove it. So what you're going to do, you're going to lock it, you know? So remember that this, it only fits this thing. So what do you do, right? You move things around. See these guys? So this is the video editing that you did. So you can remove this. You don't need that because this is a template, okay?
Yeah, but
so,
I need the video, eh?
So you can drag this to the end, right? If you want a longer, you highlight that, okay? So you can remove it, right? This is the end. So I'm going to put this so you can see. It's what you select. See, I'm selecting that so I can move close,
yeah,
okay?
Or farther away.
So I'm going to do something like this. This is your template. So when you bring a video, right? Make sure this is locked. I want to make sure that this is locked so you don't touch it, okay? So let me see if I can put video 1. This video 1, video 2, that's good. Video 2. And these guys, I want to be in a different layer, okay? So you know, so you can drag to all the duration of the video, okay?
Yeah, yeah.
And when you have this, you select all of them and move to the duration of the video, if you understand. I'll give you an example. Let's go set up this first, okay? And this is your template, okay? And I hope you don't have songs in there. Let me see if you have. So this needs to be locked so you don't touch it, but you can move this around. So what you can do, you can put this in here, right there. I'm going to lock this guy so you don't touch it, so you don't override it, right? So this here, this. Let me see if I can recomp this. Mega subsequence. Okay, so this is going to be this guy over here, okay? Let me see what happened if I put over here. This is a subsequence.
Yeah.
So maybe if I delete this, oh, not you. Delete this, delete this, delete this. So now that we have a subsequence, right? I can put this. I'm unlocking this. Maybe I have to put in V1. Come on, Adobe. Don't screw with me. Let me see. Is the sequence?
Yeah.
Ah, here it is. See? So this is the ending, okay? So you can put anywhere you want it,
Yeah.
okay?
Yeah.
That's cool. So I'm gonna rename this. Rename. So I'm making a template for you, okay? To be easy.
Yeah, cool.
Outro.
Yeah.
Okay? This is outro. Okay? This is the intro. Outro. This is the intro.
Yeah.
Intro right here. Okay? So in the intro, right? In the intro, I'm gonna create this as a sub. I could put this together. Okay? So this is gonna be together, okay? So this is gonna be together, these two, okay? I select these two, and I'm gonna create another subsequence, okay? Make a subsequence right there. I'm gonna rename, and I'm gonna call intro. Intro, okay? That's my intro. So I don't need this anymore, okay? So you can put the intro in here, see that?
Yeah.
It comes without if you want to put sound, see that? So you can put that and you can delete this sound, okay? So you right click, unlink, says link, unlink. If you don't want this sound, if it makes sense, this is the intro, see? All the files in there, look at this, all right? There's the intro. I can now drag this. Let me see if I can drag this as long as I can. You can delete this, right click if you don't want a link. So you can remove this sound out of it if you don't have sound. Like if I drag this doesn't go more. See that? It doesn't go too much because this is not long enough. So what you can do, you can double click on it. See, now I'm inside the intro, okay? So you can actually make this longer, this part over here longer, okay? As long as you want. I make this here. So you don't have to come over here inside, okay? That says you have, I don't know if you're gonna make a video longer than that, you know? But see you inside the intro, you can close this, okay? Now I can drag this as long as I want, see that?
Yeah.
And touch it, you see, touch it. So I have this all over. So if you wanna shrink it, you can actually trim it from here, or you can shrink it, see what I'm saying? So let's go, you have this long, right? And you have the outro. So they are now in the same locations, cool, right? So you're only using one layer. So this is your intro, okay? Now that you have this, right? There's information that we don't need in here, okay? The audio, you don't need this from here, okay? Because you want a clean template file, okay? So you go to this is my bean, right? Actually, you can do something like this. Go over here, my template, right? So you don't have audio in there, bye-bye. Videos, you don't have videos in there, bye-bye. You only have graphics, okay? You have this, right? It goes in there. It goes in there. And this is the comps. So you can name this intro.
But you know you are in my
Intro. Come on. Intro and outro. Okay. So you have the last thing in here. Come on. Okay. And this is templates. Favorite place to fly. You don't need this in here. Okay. So you have intro and outro. And you can put the graph. And then when you go over here, this is the titles. If you see a thank you, blah, blah, blah. So you can actually make something more organized here too, if you want. So you have this background, there's the bug, you know. So there's the graphics that you want, right? So if I go to the, where's my comp? Where'd it go? Did I delete this thing? Intro. Let me go to a Z in here. If I go over here, okay, here it is. So this here is the template. So you can rename this, rename me to the project title, because we're creating a template to here, okay? So this is the intro and outro, okay? So you can create, this is the main thing that you can create, right? So you get another folder called intro and outro, okay? So you have these two over here. There's the outro, move in there, come on. Intro goes in there, and the outro goes in there. See, you have the graphics, right? So the graphics goes, because the intro and outro, let's go put the graphics in here, inside there, okay? So you have another folder in there with the graphics. You have the graphics. So you have a clean template, okay? So if you can go out, so how do I get out from here, right? I think you click on here. See that? Click in there. If I go inside, how do I get out? Folder. See the pointing? Click on there. Okay? So you save this, control save. This is a clean template now. Okay? And when you do a template, you don't want to see this thing here. You want to make sure that you have no clips, right? So you save again, right? Make sure when you editing, you clear your cache. If you go to project, let me see if you can clean cache here. Remove unused it. Remove unused, but we're gonna use oh.
Hello?
Oh, Roland, do you want to talk to me?
Do you hear me? Hello?
Yes.
Do you hear me?
I hear you, man.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, looks
I hear you.
great,
You want to do something?
No, I was watching.
Yes, I do.
And
what do you want? Do you want it to continue or close this template?
Continue. Show me. But I was talking to you. This is a little. You saved it in my last edit.
All right. So I just finished the template, okay?
Yeah. Cool.
So I'm going to show you how to how to bring image, right? If you now that you have an image, right? You don't need this here. See the end here? You don't need this anymore, okay?
Okay.
This is your template.
Yeah, cool. So I can just
so
put
if
it
I
over
exit,
in any video
so
I make.
now that I create a template, right? When you go to Premiere, see I open Premiere. Yeah, I think I opened my Premiere instead of yours. Okay, let me see. You gotta put Premiere in there. Go. Let me see Premiere. I click.
Yeah, you like it on the
So you have
start
Premiere.
bar, yeah.
So when I go to Premiere, yeah, you want there. You don't want to on there because otherwise, yeah, it's hard to go to switch to programs. So you don't know what program is open. So you know which one you open. See that? See template?
Yeah.
See my template?
You open it.
Like say you're gonna open a new program. Let me close this to show you. So you say open, right?
Yeah.
So you open, right? So you say I want to create a new project. So you go save a copy as, or you can say save as, right?
Yeah.
And you say my favorite spot to fly, but I don't want to override that, okay? So favorite place to fly. And then you say something 01, okay? That's the one that I created. Now we need to import that information that you create on the odd one, so you don't have to recreate, okay? So what you can do, you can go import, right? Import, Control I, right? But before that, we need to clean up the other project. So when we bring it, you don't have to do things, okay? Close all projects. So we're gonna open, hold on, let me open this. You're gonna open,
Yeah.
and then you want this here. And I'm gonna clean up this, okay?
Clean up it. Boom.
See that? This is the one that you're working on, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, this is the one that you're working. So you don't need this, okay? You don't need this either. Okay, let me unlock this. Okay? You don't need to unlock this. So I don't need this in the ending. You see that? You don't need that. Okay?
Yeah.
So you don't need that, okay? So you have that background. That's good. So what do? You save this, okay?
It's the project. Yeah.
And then what you do, let me see if you can do. You can do two ways, I think. But you can do something like this. You copy this.
Yeah. Edit.
Copy.
File.
Open the new, open first to fly, right? And then I go in one and Control V. See that? So I can go, and then I can go save, close all. Okay?
Yeah.
Now I go over here. See that? And I'm going to create a folder just in case. Where is how you create new folder? New, right?
Yeah.
New folder.
Map. Yeah.
And the old. I rename old. Old. So I can put the old one in there. Okay. So when I open this, right? So you have this thing here, look. All your stuff in here, right?
Yeah.
Now, because this was from my template, right? So I can rename this like, rename now,
Yeah.
and then location, okay? And you can change the location later, okay? And you save. Now you're gonna bring the intro and outro. You go inside, bring the intro, put in top of it, okay?
Yeah.
Remember we made a long intro, right?
Yeah.
So you don't need the audio, you unlink it,
Yeah, link
you go
it.
to the audio, and you delete it. And then you over here, right? You press C, it becomes like a razor, and you cut it. Let me see if I can cut it. Cut it, there you go. You press V and delete it because I wanna make this longer. So I go to the outro, right? Again, I don't need the sound because there's no sound. If you have sound, yes. I don't have no sound, delete that, right? So I'm gonna put this right in the end around here, right? See that is there? So I want to drag this all the way to the end.
Yeah.
So when you play in the end, and then it's gonna cut to that. Because you don't want to cut to that, you want to do this off or special effects or whatever it is, right?
Yeah.
So what you could do is this image here, see that it goes there, right? So you can actually come over here, move this a little bit, and you can go over here on top, and you can go around somewhere around there, right? Somewhere around there. See that? It fades in. Look at this. So you can actually move a little bit. So you don't even have to do the fade or anything, okay? Look at that. And then you drag this. Done. See that? Look at that.
Yeah, pretty cool.
And it fades out. That's what I'm saying. And if you look, and this is done.
There's
Using a template. You just edit your video. Remember, like, you know, and you say, I don't want this, right? I don't want like this. You can actually sync this. See this here?
Yeah.
You can actually do this. You can actually select all this, move it, right? And you can do something like this. And when it lands it, fade in.
Yeah. Roll out.
All right. Now, because we move things around, we gotta move the background again. See that? So because you don't have a fading, we don't have a. If you go over here, right there. So you can move this a little bit. And if you say, where the ends the animation here, you can double click on it. You double click on it, you go inside. See what I'm saying? Look.
Okay. Yeah.
So to get out, you just close it. Okay? So we know that it goes right here and fade in. Good. Right there. So you make sure this is up. Boom. Your edit is done. Save it. See, by using the templates.
Yeah.
You get out from the templates, and this is your thing. You save to whatever you want.
Yeah.
And then remember, you brought the in from the other stuff, the audio, video, you know.
Yeah, it's kind of cool because you can. I can put that.
You ready to render?
Yeah. Yeah. Not.
Are you done?
But I'm. It's possible to put it in every video.
You can change any video now.
Yeah. Check out how it turns out.
Yes. Yes. You just have to think about. Yeah. So you just have to be. Yeah. Now you're ready, man, to edit that, the intro, in any video, in the outro. You just have to remember when you're adding the intro, right?
Yeah.
To cut it and shrink it to the length of the video.
Okay. Yeah.
If the video was very long, imagine this video that you edit is extremely long, you can go inside, you double click on it, right?
Yeah. And make it
and
longer.
You can make this long.
Yeah.
See?
Yeah.
You can make this thing over here longer.
Yeah.
There's this little bug. Okay?
Yeah.
Because when you go out, when you close it, see, I clicks this to close it, I'm back. Doesn't affect.
Yeah.
So you can drag it. Cool, right?
Very cool. Lovely, mate. Very lovely. Yeah,
all right, you good to go?
Yeah, I'm very good to go.
Good to go, man.
I can play a little bit more.
Let me know if you know. You go back and watch this video again, how I did it.
Yeah, I'm sure will. But it's a lot of information.
Remember, remember when you create a new, look, let me close this. Every time you want to create a new video.
Yeah.
Yeah, but right now you don't have to recreate the intro. Next time you create a new video, right? All things that you already have created, right? You just let me close all projects, right? I'm gonna save this. So if you want to create a new project, right? So what you do is this. You open the template first, all right?
Yeah.
And then you open the project that you already created. And then if you're not, you can just rename this file. You go over here, save as, and rename this to the new project.
Yeah.
Don't override this. Okay? You're good to go.
Very nice, mate.
Take care, though. I'm gonna eat food now.
Yeah, you do that, and I want to thank you very much for showing me this trick. It's a hard thing to do, but I think I'm.
So you good to go?
Yeah, I am. You have a nice dinner, mate.
All right, cool, man. Take care, though.
Yo, thank you, eh?
You too. Take care.
Take care. Wow, that was nice. Eu comprar de uma flor que era numa entrada.
Tô mais um pouco mais.
Gordo.
mind is perfect. It's so hard to decide. Oh, I know he got me good in his pocket. I know that I missed a treat. Well, the taste is better. Oh, go on, chewing my bones, and when he's done, he's spitting me out. I just can't help myself. One for the pain, no hesitation, took us again, nothing can save us, yeah. I just wanna be around you. I just wanna be free for the night, all in or nothing, not gonna stop, dance till the morning light. I just wanna be around you. I just wanna be around you. I told myself that maybe he ain't worth it. Too bad I hate advice. 'Cause out of sight and out of mind is perfect. It's so hard to decide. Oh, I know he got me good in his pocket. I know that I missed a treat. Well, the taste is better. Oh, go on, chewing my bones, and when he's done, he's spitting me out. I just can't help myself. One for the pain, no hesitation, took us again, nothing can save us, yeah. I just wanna be around you. I just wanna be free for the night, all in or nothing, not gonna stop, dance till the morning light. I just wanna be around you. I just wanna be around you. He looks
Looks very nice. Gonna try one more time.
I told myself that maybe he ain't worth it. Too bad I hate advice. 'Cause out of sight and out of mind is perfect. It's so hard to decide. Oh, I know he got me good in his pocket. I know that I missed a treat. Well, the taste is better. Oh, go on, chewing my bones, and when he's done, he's spitting me out. I just can't help myself. One for the pain, no hesitation, took us again, nothing can save us, yeah. I just wanna be around you. I just wanna be free for the night, all in or nothing, myself that maybe he ain't worth it. Too bad I hate advice. 'Cause out of sight and out of mind is perfect. It's so hard to decide. Oh, I know he got me good in his pocket. I know that I'm just a treat. Well, the taste is better. Oh, go on, chewing my bones, and when he's done, he's spitting me out. I just can't help myself. One for the pain, no hesitation. Took as we can, nothing can save us. Yeah, I just wanna be around you. I just wanna be free for the night, all in or nothing. Not gonna stop, dance till the morning light. I just wanna be around you. I just wanna be around you. I just wanna be around you. Till the morning light. I just wanna be around you. I just wanna be around you. Be around you. I just wanna be around you. Just wanna be free for the night, all in or nothing. Not gonna stop, dance till the morning light. I just wanna be around you. I just wanna be around you. Be around you. Around you. Around you. I told myself that maybe he ain't worth it. Too bad I hate advice. 'Cause out of sight and out of mind is perfect. It's so hard to decide. Oh, I know he got me good in his pocket. I know that I'm just a treat. Well, the taste is better. Oh, go on, chewing my bones out when he's done is spitting me out. I just can't help myself. One for the pain, no hesitation. Took us we can, nothing can save us. Yeah, I just wanna be around you. I just wanna be free for the night, all in or nothing. Not gonna stop, dance till the morning light. I just wanna be around you. I just wanna be around you. I just wanna be free for the night, all in or nothing. Not gonna stop, dance till the morning light. I just wanna be around you. I just wanna be around you. Wanna be around you. He looks around you. You.
Yeah, you gotta listen.
I just wanna be around you. All in or nothing, not gonna stop, dance till the morning light. I just wanna be around you. 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 I just wanna be free for the night, all in or nothing, not gonna stop, dance till the morning light. I just wanna be around you. 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 All in or nothing, not gonna stop, dance till the morning light. I just wanna be around you. I just wanna be around you. I told myself that maybe he ain't worth it. Too bad I hate advice. 'Cause out of sight and out of mind is perfect. It's so hard to decide. Oh, I know he got me good in his pocket. I know that I'm just a treat. Well, the taste is better. Oh, go on. treat. Well, the taste is better. Oh, go on, chewing my bones out when he's done and spitting me out. I just can't help myself. One for the pain, no hesitation. Took us again, nothing can save us. Yeah, I just wanna be around you. I just wanna be three for the night, all in or nothing. Not gonna stop, dance till the morning light. I just wanna be around you. I told myself that maybe he ain't worth it. Too bad I hate advice. 'Cause out of sight and out of mind is perfect. It's so hard to decide. Oh, I know he got me good in his pocket. I know that I'm just a treat. Well, the taste is better. Oh, go on, chewing my bones out when he's done and spitting me out. I just can't help myself. One for the pain, no hesitation. Took us again, nothing can save us. Yeah, I just wanna be around you. I just wanna be three for the night, all in or nothing. Not gonna stop, dance till the morning light. I just wanna be around you. I just wanna be around you.
Muito mais
do
diferente.
perfeito, yeah.
Muito
Diferente, Roland, sério. E você caica e...
Mooi.
yeah. E um foto, depois outro... Né? Entende?
Ja.
Tu mais sensibilidade de caica e de um foto, depois outro... Perfeito, Roland, yeah. Sério. Tu mais sensibilidade... E o outro editar filme eu e tu, e eu caica e eu... Perfeito. Filme igual. Começo, fim...
Ah ja, maar ja, todo de hombre de Brasil, Ney Velasquez, is mucho te pide mío en de edit de mucho bonito. Muito bonito. Probaram.
E Leuco de mirar, entende? Filme de...
I told myself that maybe he ain't worth it. Too bad I hate advice. 'Cause out of sight and out of mind is perfect. It's so hard to decide. Oh, I know he got me good in his pocket. I know that I'm just a treat. Well, the taste is better. Oh, go on, chewing my bones out when he's done and spitting me out. I just can't help myself. One for the pain, no hesitation. Took us again, nothing can save us. Yeah, I just wanna be around you. I just wanna be three for the night, all in or nothing.
Cuidado, María, cuidado, por favor.
Sério?
Tudo tranquilo.
Cuidado, por que, Roland?
No, insomma, un poquito cuidado.
treat. Well, the taste is better. Oh, go on, showing my bones, and when he's done, he's spitting me out. I just can't help myself. One for the pain, no hesitation. Took us we can, nothing can save us. Yeah, I just wanna be around you. I just wanna be free for the night, all in or nothing. Not gonna stop, dance till the morning light. I just wanna be around you. I just wanna be around you.
I've been thinking about the good times. I've been sleeping